Hello everyone, this is Editing Radha. Before we get into things, I'd like to do a little bit of preamble just to preface a few things. Um, Me and Hemi ran into quite a few language barrier issues throughout the course of this, but even in the face of those, I think the interview came in very well, and it was an absolute joy to interview Hemi. If anything, I think the language barrier adds a charm to it all, and especially in a conversation about collaboration between Japan and the Western Splatoon scene. It's nice to kind of showcase a little bit of the the effort put into it, and the fact that we need to be patient and we need to work with one another. And so that language barrier will come across in the interview. The flow may not be as smooth as some of my others. Regardless, I think this interview was very insightful. There may be some cuts where we had to kind of take a pause and think about some of the language we're using and how to translate different things, etc. But overall, I think the interview is extremely solid. It's one that I find very interesting, and I hope other people do too. Another thing, if anyone has anyone from the Japanese Splatoon community that they would be interested in having me interview, please drop their name below. If you could also include like a Twitter or Blue Sky, a Discord, whatever contact info you have for them, or know from them if you know anything at all, that would be highly appreciated. If anyone from the Japanese community is watching and wants to be interviewed, hi, reach out to me. I'm on Blue Sky. Link in description. So yeah, I'll let the interview speak for itself. If you do enjoy it, remember to like, share, subscribe, reblog, Reddit, upvote, give me gold. It helps share these around. I'm not in it for them to get views and big numbers, but it is a cool thing that people do enjoy these at all. So if you enjoy them, why not help other people enjoy them too? Yeah, I'll let you get right into it. It does start with a bit of a surprise for Hemi, one that I hope you'll enjoy and find as amusing as I did. So yeah, I'll let you get right into that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for engaging with these in any way that you can. There's a lot of insightful things here to be discussed. Start discussion about them. Clip a little 10-second part of it, post it on Blue Sky, and see what conversations we can have as a community. Thank you guys. I've been Ro, and go enjoy the interview. Bye bye. Hello everyone, my name is Roy Locus. Hang on, I'm gonna take that again.
Good job. Good job.
Hey, the first take never counts. Okay. 皆さん、こんにちは。ローです。地元のスプラトゥーンインタビューはマニアです。And today, I'm joined with Hemi. Hello, Hemi. How are you?
Oh my goodness, what a surprise. Hello, my name is Hemi. Nice to see you all, guys. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
I hope I give you a good surprise.
Too much from me right now. Thanks so much.
I spent far too long making sure like it would all sound okay, and I hope it sounded cool.
Cool. That was definitely cool.
Heavy for the people who are watching who might not be familiar with you, could you kind of talk about what you do in the Splatoon community?
Sure. I am Hemi. I'm from Japan, and I do commentating stuff for JP tourneys. And maybe we're gonna talk later, but I've been commentating over 2 years, or around 2 years, I guess, and then over 140 tourneys I've achieved, and people call me a passionate caster or something like that.
That is definitely true. When I will say, I've been in the very recent Sendou Q season finale. You were commentating the JP stream, and I saw a clip of the very final game where you were screaming, and it was so exciting and it was so passionate. And it's one of those things where I think in the West, even if we don't fully understand the words being said, it's the energy, it's that passion that we hear, and we get so excited listening to your commentary.
I'm so happy to hear that, and also I happy to see kind of similar comments on a blue sky. Even though they don't understand my Japanese, but passionate goes through over the world. I definitely sure. So thank you.
Absolutely, it's something that it
Mm,
goes above just language. It's like a
yes.
very intense emotional thing.
Mm, 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 mm.
Um,
Maybe I don't know. That's kind of a trademark. I don't know. Now I'm training.
yeah, you mentioned that you've been like a commentator for 2 years. How did you first like get your start? What like inspired you to become a commentator?
Mm. Well, maybe I should say that's the hardest question ever, right? But
Mm.
I mean, that's a great question. Thank you. Mm, Let me think about it.
For sure.
Let me take a time. Because I got kind of couple of routes that I started
Hmm.
commentating. I began it from like considering my characteristic. It's a one way. One
Hmm.
way. I mean, one option is like mm, before the people understand, I'm a passionate caster, like you kindly said that. Uh, I only maybe in the world I understood I am passionate and I am so loud,
Mm.
maybe louder than other casters in
Hmm.
the JP communities. But I didn't know how to like express and how to utilize my skills, like skill sets and mindsets. Like, I'm not sure how to put in English, but I'm kind of a working as a clerk person in the
Mm.
shop, or some places like feeding cats publicly and receiving the gas or something like that. There's a type of a
Hmm.
shop. It's called a cat cafe in Japan.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Do you know the cafe concept?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that I actually worked on that certain place of a cat cafe, and I realized I'm kind of a very personable.
Mm.
Is that correct?
Yes, yes, personable.
mm, mm. But I don't know. I didn't know how to utilize it
Mm.
in more like an effective way, or the ways that people would be amazed by my skill. Then I bump into the casting when I quit chasing after a dream, becoming a famous YouTuber or VTuber or something stuff.
Mm.
Then oh, there's a way like I take a small job and then just ease into the JP community of a Splatoon. Then I hit into the recruiting post on
Hmm.
Twitter. Then I started it. So maybe like there's 2 points that I mentioned. Like one is my characteristic
Mm.
problem. Like I wanted to express myself more. Mm. There's one option is can Can you summarize it? What I said?
Yeah, so you have like
Uh,
you feel a lot of
yes,
passion and excitement, and you want like an outlet, like a place to do it.
place to do it. Yes.
Yes, so you feel like you always had this in you, but
Mm,
it took finding commentary to like
mm,
to pour yourself into and to be able to
mm,
express
mm, mm,
yourself so loudly.
mm. Oh.
I'm the one being interviewed.
Oh. You understood me, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Your English is fine, man. You're so good.
Oh, come on.
You're doing
It's tough
fine.
stuff.
You got it.
Thank you for summarizing perfectly. It's pretty hard stuff just considering, the fact that how I want to, become a caster and put it into correct English at the same time. It's so hard. Anyways, yeah. Mm. Roughly, yes, it's correct.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
And then, so you kind of
Mm.
you find commentary, and you find that it makes you very happy, and you're able to get loud and excited while doing it. And
Mm.
how do you find the
Mm-mm.
motivation to show up for like 140 events over 2 years? Like, where's that drive and passion come from?
One word. Maybe I can give you a one word of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm kind of stupid, I'm kind of fool. I believed, somewhat believed that this way would go to somewhere that I never seen. That place, like, that place is more ideal place for me that I can do anything that I wanted.
Yeah.
So that's like the longing for the
Mm-hmm.
place that I can do anything ideally that I wanted. So mm, mm, that means that I'm full, right? Believe the future,
Mm.
but the future's like no one promised me that things exist.
Yeah.
So so keep continuing doing this, and maybe this will lead me a great place, a great seeing. I don't know. That's why.
I mean, in the 2 years
Mm,
that you have been doing it, I think you've
yeah.
made quite an impression in terms of like
Mm-mm.
people getting like familiar with your name, and like even
Mm-mm.
in the West, I think Hemi is a name that people would know if you kind of talk about Japanese commentary.
Wait, seriously?
I would think
I'm
so.
curious. Oh my goodness! Thanks so much. It's so honor.
I
I
think
didn't even know.
like with the Japan and the Western scene,
Mm,
it's very hard
mm.
to bridge that gap. But for the people who
Oh.
do, and who do manage
Mm,
to like watch Area Cup or watch other Japanese tournaments, they will
mm.
they will be exposed to you, and they will see your commentary. So I think
Uh,
you're definitely, in my opinion at
mm.
least, high on the list that people would be familiar with in the West.
Uh, uh, I'm so happy to hear that. Recently, there's a kind of reason that I having a less opportunity to show up on an area cup. It's not
Hmm.
a bad reason, but I can, you know, mm, there's a lot of stuff that I want to think about. So just stepping away from an area cup, and I was curious how to see the community for myself. Uh, is that correct? Does it make
Hmm.
sense? Like
Yeah.
putting away from top of the top,
Hmm.
put away myself from the top of the top, and I was curious on how to see the community. So, but I knew that the area cop is really famous and the Splatoon player in over the world be affected by the area cops results and fame, stuff like that. So I appreciate that, they gave me keep giving me an opportunity to join up that huge tourneys like that.
With a tournament like Area Cup, like you were kind of saying, there is that effect where the West looks at it to like see what's good, and like people won't talk about a weapon or a special or whatever. But if something, if it wins Area Cup or starts placing high in Area Cup, people will go, "Oh, this weapon's so good!" Like,
That's good. Yeah. I understand. Like the one typical example is Chinese stringer nowadays, right? And also decapitator. The ones that decapitator like that people see the decapitator is strong. Recently they're having a tough time, right? So maybe that's a good thing that keep watching Area Cup, and then people understand. And even the toughest player like the Todo or Decapitator player, like an Art. Recently, the Art won the Area Cup though. Having a struggling to win the top community. Not how do I put it? Oh, but that reminds me. Can I a little bit of back to the previous question?
Yeah.
Like, you asked me what motivates me to keep doing over 140 tourneys, right? One thing is just one big reason for me is honing my skill. That's kind of deeply related to my personal origin, I would say.
Yeah.
I always feel like achieved when I observe like my skill is sort of I don't know how to put it, improved.
Yes.
So improving little by little is working as an engine for me to
I think
keep showing up tourneys.
I think it's like
Yes.
like when people talk about why they compete, like why they play in tournaments. They say like, "Oh, it's just so nice to see like last tournament I was only this good, but now I'm playing and I'm better." It's like that exact same feeling, but instead of playing the game, it's commentating.
Yes, exactly. Just showing up, tourneys, streams, of course, the full of pressure. The stream, influence bigger, then my pressure will be huge, more huge. So I somewhat feel like I conquer the world or something like that.
Yes.
Like achieve the huge thing. That I conquer the huge pressure, even though like for me the first Area Cup was amazing. This is unprecedented pressure for me.
I can
then.
imagine.
Like over 600 people watching the stream.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. Yeah, never imagined. But after achieving that, the human, mankind brain is kind of, stupid. Like get into it and I get used to it. Yeah. That kind of stupid and sad.
Mm.
So that's and after that I took advantage of like getting used to the numbers, and I found another way to keep motivated
Mm.
other than numbers and watching numbers. It's more than number and influences. I mean, watching to individual player or individual viewer. Their their satisfaction is important for me right now. So
How do you
yeah.
handle like being nervous in a situation like that? Obviously, you have like you've gotten better at it like over your time being a commentator. But in those big like high stakes tournaments where you feel like a lot of people are going to be watching, or maybe it's a very important tournament, how do you stop your nervousness from being an issue?
Like the first or second stage of my career, such as as I count 10 times tourneys for me, or 20, 20th time tourneys for me. Like there's a driving force, like myself, like from deep inside of me. Like I am the character of caster. I'm trying in it, and at that time, and I obviously didn't achieve nothing, right? So only thing I drives me is I can do something from nothing, from scratch. So maybe the character drives first at that moment, then wipes out the nervousness. But after that, I'm just accumulating the numbers of the tourneys more and more, and I feel achieved, and achievement itself drives me to the next step
Yes.
of higher place. I mean, there's no such higher place for tourney world, but um, mm, mm, but remember the 100th of tourneys for me was kind of crazy, and I felt huge nervous. Like like I said, the first step of the career, and nothing achieved, right? So like I said, then after I realized the skill set, I have a skill set. Okay, people love it. Then I can do this, but there's no firm. There's no firm evidence, like logic or structure, that I can like. I would say that every time I can repeat it. So maybe that all professional have a skill set or
Yes.
the structure that repeat the potentially success over 80 or 90%, like a routine. But midst of my career, I didn't find anything that I can repeat it. Repeat the success, making success. So I felt nervous at then. The most felt nervous. Then I realized, hearing and listening to what people says, what people say, or viewers say, is really, really important. To just conquer the nervousness. Like, if you feel the nervous and you hit the nervousness, you don't understand. You don't. Like, in any cases, maybe you will understand, but if you worry and you don't observe it, right? Exactly, like clearly, you don't see it clearly, but closely you try to look at it, and it's nothing but just a shadow, or maybe a material, a garbage, that the black plastic bag or something like that. I think it's the same concept. So look closely. Then I gradually became free from the nervousness. That's kind of an answer for the question.
In there, when
Mm.
you were talking about it, something that came to mind is like, if we were to use that same example of like a competitive player, and they show up and like this time they do okay, and then the next time they win the tournament, they can see that they've improved. Like they have that physical thing that shows that, oh, I am a better player than I was. But it feels like for a while you didn't have winning the tournament. You showed up and it was doing the same thing. And it was hard to tell if you were doing better or not doing better.
Wow, that's nice question. That's what that's what I always thinking. Comparing to myself, like previous tourneys, and the last 3 or 4 tourneys before I've done, one thing symbolic that I can prove that how to improve the casting. When I done the tourney, and I watch the archive least 3 times.
Do you watch all of them like 3 times?
Or maybe 3 times, or probably 4 or 5.
Oh my god.
For a couple.
They're so long. You watch them all anyway.
And yeah, time to time skip and skip.
Yes.
Yeah, scenes that I vividly remember, and this scene is kind of bad, this scene is kind of good.
I see.
And comparing to the comparing to me, like 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago, I didn't, I couldn't do that. But in this archive, I've done it well, and now I can do it. But in this archive, even though it's a week ago, but this time me wasn't good enough, or something like that. Just compare it. Then one thing I want to emphasize talking about it is, don't look at bad points too much. Look at good points that I've done. Then refrain, rehearsal. I don't know. 違う。なんていうの? How do I put it? なんて言ったらいいんだろう。なんていうの、できるようになるだから。Okay. I go passion English, okay? You ready for my passion English?
Give it to me.
You watch an archive, okay? Archive of the tourney. And you're a caster. You're a caster. Imagine you're a caster. Yeah. Then you've done caster in it. Yeah. Then you've done the certain scene and you've done great. You think you've done great. You've done delivered. Nice delivered. Then remember that time, like mentally, physically, what you've done at the time, what you were at the time. Like your posture, your throat condition, your eyes, where did you look at? Like anything that you can imagine and like redo. Then remember, and take all these elements that you can imagine to your body now. Then try it again.
I
Because
understand.
you've done already, right? That the previous tourneys, and the good scene is that fact that you did that. You did well. So logically, you can do that.
Yes. If I've done it before, then why can't I do it again?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. so the thing you did one time, and now it's time to control yourself and do that again. That's what I've done. So my throat is already. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is it easy for you to get in that mindset? Like, do you kind of have to sit there before a tournament and like channel that the past Hemi who's really good and like really get in that right mind?
Oh, that's really funny, but like before the new tourney, tourney that you gonna do today, and remember your training or remember your archive or something like that, right?
You're like meditating on a rock, like
that. That sounds great, and sometimes I try it, but basically I don't do that because it somewhat sounds a little bit off track, but clinging to the good image is kind of a noise, being a noise to you. It's really hard topic to put in English because never done before. So I'm now struggling with it. That
you're totally
think so much that you're being patient.
Absolutely.
So
I'd be a bad interviewer if I was not patient.
Thank you. My opinion. This is my opinion. If you aiming something that you can do it. If you're a professional, you can do this. You can go ahead. But I know I'm not professional. I'm not professional enough as the pro of an announcer or a pro of a caster. But in terms of a community tourneys, I'm sort of a shoutcaster, right? So esports stuff. Yep. So it's okay be rough. It's okay be more me, like me.
Yes.
My original never come from like I want to do this, then I can do it. No, I how do I say it? Originality. I'm now trying to talk about originality, but it's pretty hard to. Originality isn't something you aim for. The moment you try to force it, it becomes noise. What seeps out naturally is the most powerful. That's what Gemini says.
Just like it's a very people say it a lot in like movies and things, like just be yourself. Like
yeah, just be yourself, and I feel it more than that. Be yourself is like you mentioned, really useful term that people can easily rely on. But that wouldn't help you. That will bring you a next step, I think. Maybe after that, and you depress that the fact that you can do.
Yes, because like if you say like just be yourself and then
Mm,
you do that and you
yeah.
feel it's not good enough, then you feel
Yes.
like why like me isn't good.
Mm, yeah. And I wanna I wanna say if you have a potential of like 60 out of 100,
Hmm.
and being you strategy leaves you only the maximum 60 points, right?
Hmm.
Mm. So we need to understand what's the cap, why you can't reach over a
Mm.
60%.
Yes.
Like what's the hindrance you can't reach over like to 100.
Mm.
So what's the margin of 40 that you need to understand a container of 40.
Hmm.
um, so if you keep aiming for something that you can achieve, you can do that, and I'll be a
Yes.
professional like that, so I want to use this phrase or something like that, and that never leads you over like adding 40 points to your 60.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. So being you and being depressed and being melancholic
Hmm. Hmm.
and like being down the fact that you can't do anything just by you, and then you will realize that there's a hint from your past, what you've done, mm,
Hmm.
like like a Edison. I don't know.
Eh?
Yeah. uh, Thomas Edison.
Oh, Thomas Edison. Yes, that's what I thought you said,
Thomas
but
Edison.
yes, yes.
Uh, so
Oh, like the light
success is just a
bulb.
result.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah. I was so confused why like Thomas Edison was brought into it. I was like,
So sorry. Bringing up all of a sudden. Never- ancient person. I'm sorry.
No,
Bring up
no,
an
no. It
ancient
was very
person.
funny.
All of a sudden.
I really
Mm,
understand what you're saying though. With like,
oh.
um, it's so
Mm-mm-mm.
easy for you to think like, oh, I'll never get any better. But like the more
Mm,
you try and the more you look at
mm,
what you're doing wrong, the more you'll
mm,
like realize, oh, the
mm, mm,
reason I'm like this is because blah blah blah.
mm,
Like you
mm,
will figure out
mm,
the things that are holding you back and the things
mm,
that
mm, mm,
you need to get rid of to become better.
mm. That's working as a noise, right?
Mm, mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Also, like, if I keep mentioning Thomas Edison, success is just an output, right? Result.
Mm, mhm,
Uh, but, uh, you know, there's a behind, there's a luck behind it. Super luck uh,
mm,
of a success. And so you have to realize that your success was made by coincidence, and you have to make them your allies.
mm,
Mm. So, unconditionally, you made it great casting, and you have to gather, like, triage. I don't know, pull them uh, inside of your arm, and desperately make your new skill.
mm.
Like, make your mm, lucky shots as your new skill. Like you can repeat it anytime you can. You wanna do it again.
I think that's really
I hope
inspiring.
that really. I don't even know that worked.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Mm.
I think
Uh,
it can be
I'm glad. Mm.
as someone when someone is learning something new,
Mm.
um, or when someone is trying to become a master or someone is trying to become the best at something,
Mm.
they have to be willing to look at like what people who are the best do, and they have to understand that it takes a lot to get there, and you'll need all the help from people. You'll need all of the 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 ability to look at who you are and what you do and figure out like what can I do better, because the only way that you become a good caster, a good commentator, a good player, a good anything is with that kind of introspection, that ability to look and figure out what can I do better, what am I failing at.
Yeah. Maybe there's a connection between players. Like players never do the same play, right? So if the match starts and like everything over the match happens, such as like even if control the game flow, anything seems randomly happen. Does it make sense?
Yes.
よかった。で、I think there's the same thing happening on the casting, being casting. If the stream starts and everything goes as random for me. But in random, there's a luck success, coincidentally shouting well, but you don't even know why you did well. Your voice sounds really cool, but I don't even know why.
Yeah. You kind of you can like to use the example of playing the game again. You can hit a shot that like your aim randomly becomes so good, and you're like, how did I do that? Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, but once the game done, and if you then like lose touch, you won't try to remember the hand sense. I don't know, the sense that you've done it. Then you lose it immediately. So I wanted to tell you is remember what you've done, even if it's luck. Then make them in shape, like you can do that repeatedly. Kana? 合ってるかな?
Is it like you talk about like randomness and this idea that like things can be going so well with the tournament and then something will happen, like the stream might go down, or maybe you're just like you randomly start stumbling over your words, and it all just like you go from being at a 90 to being at a 0 very quickly. How do you like experience that a lot? And if so, how do you kind of how do you get over it?
You made me
Complicated question.
remember. You made me remember the 0 point tourney.
Oh no! Oh no!
Traumatized. But that's true. That's true. I even have the raw, flesh damage. Like I don't even want to remember. I mean, yeah, that's half joking. But I think you got a really, really nice point. I mean, that is always I'm emphasizing. One of the reason I hone skill, because of this, making less swing of my like なんて言ったらいいんだろう。完成度ね。ちょっと待って、ごめんなさい。I'm sorry. Hang on a second.
I think I know what you're saying. Like, it's more predictable. Like, there won't be as much random in it.
Maintain a consistent level of quality. One of the huge reason why I always search in the way, honing my skill, and like gathering information of me from past, and is get the grip of yourself and understand your bad habit and good habit, and get rid of your bad habits, and erase the chance to get the negative points in the randomness. Then try to make a stability, obtain a stability.
Yes.
And also make my casting keep the quality unwavering. Only way is learn from the past. Then and imagine that you like you have a chance to go a presentation to like huge crowd, and maybe you'll be so nervous and you'll be preparing a lot. But tourney goes randomness, like we talked. So you can't prepare for anything. But you have if you have a stance such as relying on your preparations, and maybe you'll be doomed at some point. That's why I don't prefer preparation, but maintain myself being high quality and kana. And can you say the question again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So like when it was about like consistency.
Zero, yeah.
Like when you go to that zero and you feel like, oh, I'm doing so badly, like today is just not a good day. How do you like bounce back? How do you like get over that, like going to zero if something goes very wrong?
Being clever. Be clever and make myself understand that the people never care the quality of my casting, basically. Like, don't try to expectations, blah blah expectations. There's a term, there's a phrase, but I keep forgetting. This there's a set phrase, right? Don't try to the expectations.
Limit your expectations, or what is?
No. Answer the people's expectations. No.
Meat.
No. Meat. Yes. Meat. Thank you. Meet the people's expectations and try to like being professional and hey, I'm a pro, so delivering a pro casting, that's my natural stuff, huh? You guys been waiting for it, huh? Never don't do that.
I think the only person you have to like prove how good you are to is yourself.
Oh.
You know, like you think like it's so
Mm.
easy to think, oh, there's so many
Mhm.
people who won't enjoy it now, or oh, like I'm not doing a good enough job for them.
Mm.
But
Mm. Mm.
you have to think like in terms of you, like I'm doing
Mm.
good enough for me, like I'm doing this
Mm.
for me.
Mm. 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 Enough for me.
Hmm. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Don't meet their expectations and be
Hmm.
yourself, and realize that no one wants to hear my shout happily. So, time to time, there should be a chance to shout, like, make your voice aloud,
Hmm.
but it's a timing. Voice itself is never, voice itself never good, never be good. Uh,
Hmm.
Voice would be good because there's a timing. So I strongly believe that people wait for the right time that I
Hmm.
can go as a caster, and other, other time, I do me, and not like too much casting. Mm,
Hmm. Hmm.
That's my
Yes.
motto.
With with um with like
Mm,
if you're in a tournament and you're casting and
mm, mm,
um there is a moment that is very
mm.
exciting, that is very hype, and
Hi.
you're gonna need to get very loud and you kind
Mm,
of
mm,
see it coming.
mm,
How do
mm.
you figure out and how do you find the point where, oh,
Mm.
now is the time, like now is the time I need to start screaming?
Ah. Uh. Mm. Play game. Play game or understand, like you sense it.
Mm-hmm.
You should be ready to sense it. Mm-mm. Just observing game, and you want to understand, this is the right time. There's a good example. There's the caster friend. Uh, he's he basically casters as a splash. No. Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Bros. I don't know how
Yes,
to put it in
Smash
English.
Bros. It's
Smash Bros. He does it, and like, over, I don't know. I never count what he's done, how many times he's done, but he's doing it a lot basically.
hmm
But he doesn't Splatoon casting, and
hmm
he tries it, and he's done it. He's done it 2 or 3 times. Mm. He's good at casting, but basically he doesn't understand how, the right moment will come.
Yes, because if you
Yeah.
don't play the game, you don't know like,
Mm,
oh, this person has
mm,
Zuka. They're gonna like shoot it across the map at this time, and
mm.
you don't see it
Yes.
coming. You can't like see the
Mm,
future.
mm. So you can't predict it.
Hmm.
Uh, mm, like, mm, if you're not a, deep player, avid gamer, there's a chance to predict the right time, to find the right time that you can shout aloud. Uh, Listen to the commentator, co-commentator.
Mm.
Mm. Uh, get another view outside of you, and in Japanese style, uh, two people
Mm.
observing the one match, one tourney. Uh, One is being specialized as a caster,
Mm.
like, caster. Does it? Does caster mean caster? Like,
Does caster mean
uh,
caster?
announcing the game.
Yes. Yes,
But
like announcer,
mm,
commentator, like
commentator.
they cat like I would say, um,
Mm.
I would say a commentator casts a tournament, but cast is from broadcast.
Oh.
So it's still correct, like to say, oh, because you're saying I was on the broadcast when you're saying I casted, basically. So I think
Uh,
casting is okay to use here for sure.
Thank you for answering my silly question. I did ask you, caster means caster. What's that even? I'm sorry.
Funny moments. I'll clip this out and it'll be
Oh no.
commentator asks if caster means caster.
Come on. It's not my prior language. Come on.
I'm being mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No problem. Just go ahead. I happily watch it. Okay. What I wanted to say is that there's one pair. One is specifically talk and watch and shout, but this guy never needs to being really understandable for the game. But another one is pro, or maybe a pro-ish level. It has the pro-ish level of understanding for the game, and analyze and watch at the same time. He does it at the
Yes.
same time. That's
One person will kind of have a lot of preparation and have a lot of knowledge about this player or this
knowledge.
team, and then the other will be very loud, very like excited.
Yeah, basically, mostly. Like the people can imagine easily. As being caster. Yeah. So under this condition, having the JP tourneys is kind of needs to listen to the pros advice on 視点 point of view かな。Me being ignorant caster. Yeah. So
you don't like do much preparation before the tourney.
I time to time do that. I time to time make a prep, of course. Like for the player's name. Like, oh, this guy is showing up on this tourney, huh? So high level, or maybe then that sort of unique weapon would show up at the tourney or something like that. Or maybe historical terms that I can deliver if I know that player, a certain player on the list. Oh, this guy's showing up, so maybe consistent win would be seen. Or something like that. Like the area cup happens. It happens in the area cup. Like 40 seconds winner on the list, huh? Okay, something like that. Some preps nice, but okay. Back to the main question. So I have the pro co-commentator. That's why I listened him carefully. Then they will give me a hint, and I can predict from their point of view. Then we see the scene almost hit the peak of a game. Then I go loud, or maybe like squeak. I don't know. Like that. I don't know. But basically, like I mentioned, being me and being natural me would make me more natural shout, natural, making a raw reaction.
Do you think that like realness and that rawness is like what makes a good commentator? Someone who's able to say like someone who's really truly themselves and they're not like faking it.
Ah, mm, that's a lovely question.
Mm.
There's a term I love it. So I just trying to put it in English. The Gemini puts in a good way. It says the best lies are seasoned with the grain of truth. Is that correct? So I make raw reactions like 70%, but sometimes the game, if the game is like A team versus B team, then A team is strong, obviously strong. Then people would predict, okay, A team gonna win. Yeah. So the prediction firmly shared, and that will lead like less excitement. But being commentator is being commentator requires time to time, not all time, but making hype to the great play. Sometimes. So I use patterns like I've achieved, so like I've seen in my archives. Yeah, such as making a tone bit higher than natural. I don't know. I don't know how to put in just improvise. But making higher a bit artificially time to time.
Yes,
Then
I think that what you were saying about like sometimes you have to there has to be a lie with a grain of truth. Like you have to especially if not to say it would be boring, but like some of the games some games are very exciting. Like Splatoon is very fast. And it's very like intense. But there are some games where it's very quick and it's very clean and there's no real big excitement. It is kind of boring.
So sad but true. It happens time to time. So
If you're commentating a game like that, is it hard to
yes.
make it exciting when it's kind of you're falling asleep almost?
Oh, not falling asleep whilst the game.
Maybe it's that
Goodness.
boring. Maybe.
Hopefully not. But never. I said never, but. But such to see the BO5 game, and then the A team goes almost like 3-win in the raw. That's kind of sad, but in that case, I simply like amaze and praise the good players of the strong team. And they're good. They're too good. Why? What makes them too good or something like that?
Yeah.
Then spread the talk with the co-commentator or something like that. I would do that.
I mentioned in there kind of jokingly like falling asleep, but if you're commentating for so long, it must get tiring. How do you keep energized? How do you stay at 90% for so long?
The hint is being natural, being you. If you keep being you, and your reaction is always natural, but at the same time you're a caster, so you never get down under like 50%. of the quality because I do care about this not being lower than the quality I admit. So goes 50%, 60%, and then try to be me at the same time, and I do that. That's why if I hit the 90%, 100%, peak of the game of the tourney, I'm always ready, and because I save my stock, save my energy.
Yes. That
But
makes
if I
sense.
go like go getter, I'm a super caster, like 70, 80%. Let's go. Yeah, I have a pattern of attorneys or something like that. You'll be exhausted soon. Very soon.
It can't be like that forever. You will
Yes.
you will explode. Like
Yep. So being ready means like save your energy.
And then like physically, it must be very hard on your voice and on your throat to scream and to shout and to be so energetic for so long and to get so loud. How do you look after like your mouth and your throat when you've been speaking for so long?
Drinking water, really fundamental, and vent. One thing I have to emphasize: ventilation, vent air.
I find it
Do you think
very
ventilation is important? Right?
Your advice is drink water and breathe.
Oh no! like I've done nothing.
No. I think it's really
Drink
true though. I think it is like even during my interviews, I'm always like pressing the mute button on my microphone so I can drink more water.
Maybe I talk about in the midst of the tourney. Yeah, aftercare. So talking about aftercare, Troch. Is that correct?
Triage?
Throat. Yeah. Throat candies.
Throat. Oh, okay.
Throat candies. It's called the
Yes.
torochi in Japanese. So torochi とか言うんですよ。そう。But yeah, basically a throat candy. Throat sprays and a little bit of water, breathing over the water, hot water or something like that, hot coffee or anything, like breathing steam, inhale the steam.
With
that's
you talk about ventilation. Do you have the windows like open when you're screaming?
No way. No windows, but one is just functioning. Is vent machine in my soundproof room.
Gotcha.
I always caster inside of the really tiny like coughing coughing soundproof room.
Does it get very hot?
It gets hot easily. Really. So even now I don't caster now, but can you hear that?
Little bit.
Air conditioning stuff is inside. Is installed. And always watching the air condition and the amount of fresh air. And so my habit of doing is just crawling my hands in the midst of a room to my nose, like making winds. I always doing it. Yeah, and this is because if I do this enough amount of it, and I don't need the aftercare.
Your body gets used to it. It like because you've done it so much, it's easier.
So maintain a good condition in the midst
Mm-hmm.
of tourney.
But like
So taking a
a
deep
big muscles, like a strong man is able to lift more than because he lifts very frequently.
uh, But yeah, maybe you're right. My lung built well. I don't
Yeah.
know in some case. But basically, I never forget to just vent and take a deep breath, even though the midst of the match. なんだろうな。I intentionally take a deep breath in the midst of match time to time. So, if the game starts, Splat zone, 5 minutes, but I can't go, keep going like in high tension for, 5 minutes, right? So, when I pass to my co-commentator and then I intentionally, lay back to my chair. And take a deep breath intentionally. If I focus on the match too much of it, and I forget it, then after that I feel weird of my, my throat weird. I feel my throat weird. So I think it's important.
All of all of the tournaments that you've ever commentated, do you have a favorite one or the one you're the most proud of?
I have, as a local, really local and tiny tournament. My friend held the tourney. Then he DM'd me, like if I borrow his word, he bravely DM'd me because the tourney is really small and tiny and really local. He held a small tourney in his server, Discord server, and he invited some of his friend, and his friend invites and teamed up. Obviously, there's not higher power, so not, you can't expect the super plays Mitsutorni. And they also plan to have a stream, but that's not too big, really small. And but I realized that everyone's in that server enjoys it. And great experience. It was really good experience, great experience, because they gathered in the VC and I joined the same voice chat. Then I do castering in front of them. Like,
Oh, and they're all just there in the same call?
Yeah, they're there in the same call, but I do castering. Can you imagine it? Isn't it feel awkward?
Yeah. It's like
I
a private audience. It's too
yes.
yes.
So the reaction is real. If I stutter out, then they will understand it immediately, and maybe they, like that, this guy. Watch your mouth. I don't know. Huge pressure, more than Area Cup, I would say. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you do castrating in public. It's almost the same concept. But at the same time, I feel that everyone's really, passionate, and everyone feels happy with the commentating, and that gives me a hint that there's a number. This is not a number. This is not the matter of number.
I see. Yes, it's about
mm,
the environment as well as
mm,
the number.
mm,
It's
mm,
both.
mm, 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 mm.
Um,
So it was really meaningful tourney for me.
yeah, I mean,
Mm,
from like a Western perspective, at least in the
mm,
country where I live, there
mm,
aren't a lot of there aren't a lot of like smaller local events
mm,
in the same way that in Japan there are so many
mm,
more local events, and it's
mm,
such a larger scene.
mm,
How do you think
mm.
how do you think Japan and the West can kind of work together more?
Uh, hmm. It might sound a serious answer for it, just a little bit.
Mm,
Um, well, one thing, and I think it's for all, but keep doing it and make it like as it is to all players.
mm,
Does it make sense? Like, for the first step, I think to spread uh, the value
mm,
of the
mm-hmm,
connection. Like you said, west, like east, west,
mm,
and JP. Yeah, yeah, I don't even familiar. I'm not even familiar with the categorizing like west to Japan.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
but
is weird that it's like all
mm,
of these places in the world and then
uh,
Japan. Like you
yeah.
we like lump everything else in together.
Huh.
I think it's a language thing because it's so
Mm,
easy to for someone in Europe to talk to someone in America or Australia
mm,
or
mm,
it can feel even if there are hours and hours and hours difference
mm,
in time zone.
mm.
That because
Totally.
there's the language,
Mm.
it feels like one bigger community. But
Uh,
with like Japan,
mm,
it's first of all it's so big. Like Splatoon is so popular in Japan compared
mm.
to in Europe or in America.
True.
Um,
Mm.
so the
Uh,
combination of it's so big
mm.
and also we can't like have a conversation with many people from Japan very often. It kind of
Mm.
splits that way. It splits
Mm.
between Japan and everywhere else.
Yeah, you're right. So it can be helped in the terms of playing together at the same time, like
Mm,
using the different languages. So mm, it wouldn't any help if you use Gemini,
mm,
but not for the real time communications.
mm,
Mm, so maybe the language barrier is not the key point that we have to solve.
mm,
Uh, it's not I think huge problem. The one first step is just to making um, united streaming program or something, or I don't know,
mm,
like the Sendou Q, the previous Sendou Q Finale 10.
mm,
Uh,
mm,
there was an actually coincidence, total coincidence. Like, I asked the Soroi,
mm,
the engineer of an area cup, and hey, I'm kind of low key having a JP stream of a Sando or something, like huge
mm,
Western tourney or something like that, huh?
Where is it?
Like that.
Uh,
uh, I asked them if there's any chance. I'll be happy to be a caster as an JP version of a
mhm,
tourney
mhm,
stream. Then he brought up the Sendou Q finale 10 from nowhere. Boom. Hemi, I got this. Oh my god.
Were you surprised that it was like
surprise? Total surprise. I firstly imagined, suimoseng. Nice. I was like, yeah, suimoseng, nice. But he brought up a Sendou Q finale, so what?
It's like there's like two people fishing and one person reels in like the biggest fish and you're like, how did you catch that?
Yeah. Yes, I'll be available. Desperately. It's okay, even it's in midnight to Japan. It's okay. Then I took an offer. Happily took an offer. So I hope this will go long. Long. I mean, this will go longer and keep doing it. Like the other than Sendou Q, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But time zone matters always. But if there's a chance, I happily being on the, showing up on the JP version of the Western tourney, I would say.
What time did you have to cast the Sendou Q tournament?
At that time, the starting time in Japan was AM 3.
Oh no.
Yo, I knew it. That's what I thought. Isn't it happening to the Western communities? No? Like waking up and yeah.
Oh no, so I think the only people who like need to struggle to wake up and watch a tournament or like wake up to play in a tournament, most of them, like the people you hear talk about it, are from Australia, because if they want to play in tournaments where it's in English, if they want to play in like American or European tournaments, it will be very late for them if they want to play. But I think
It's tough.
it's easier with Europe and America to have tournaments where both people can play, regardless of if they're in Europe or America. I think they pick a time that's it's easier. But I know for like if a top player in America wants to play a Japanese tourney, they sometimes have to ruin their sleep, I think.
The worst case is hell. Oh boy. Time zone, huh? So we can't solve the problem that matters of time zone. So hopefully we keep doing the Sendou Q finale example. Like so the Western tourney holding the stream in JP streaming, and vice versa. Maybe that will help to bridge the community. I believe it.
I think maybe the biggest and most important thing that's happened for kind of uniting the two different communities and kind of bringing everyone together was Splat World Series, was like SWS, because I feel like it was the first time we had a community event designed to bring the best from both communities.
I watched the I've actually watched the related videos a lot of related videos, like the beep showed up, the the West is broken or something like that, really aggressive thumbnail.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh wow. I was like, wow. Okay. But yeah, SWS. Wow, you brought up the SWS, the hot topic, so smooth. Yeah, we will have soon the SWS 2026, right? This must be exciting.
Very,
And
very. I'm
yeah.
I
Mm,
really like the big like major
mm,
events. Like we have
mm.
20XX happening right now in the West,
Ah.
and I think it's like the
Mm.
most excited I've been to watch an event in a
Oh.
while because you have such big names, you have very strong teams for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
to have that and to have something like SWS where
Mm.
it's the best like Splatoon players in the world
Mm.
from everywhere.
Oh.
It's very exciting, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, happening the same thing in Japan.
Mm.
So everyone wants to watch the top of the top player unite in the same team like an egoist,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. And but yeah, at that time Ego is separated though. Because of Choco Pero is some player, time to time showing up in tourney or sometimes not. So, but mm, there's a lot of the team. Uh, Team is reunite. Some teams reunite, and some teams just keep going. They're doing like always they do.
Mm-hmm.
They show up as they are. Mm. So a fan can go along with the tourney, and then they can imagine and how the tourney would go. Like this team should be great. This team is somewhat good, but it depends on the tourneys. I don't know how to put it in English. I don't make it like harshly harshly way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, the fan community can go along with like the SWS's tournament flow.
Mm-hmm.
There, it was really simple, and then I was wondering, there's a great team in the West community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like, mm, was there one great team that people expect that this team's gonna win, or like, uh,
Mm.
I certainly can imagine. I can certainly imagine that the Gray or Jordan or something like that. Yeah.
Yes. It's probably
Um,
PXG. It's probably
PXG, right?
PXG right now, yeah.
Mhm. So, I was curious that the caster's reaction, raw reaction of a stream. Uh, it's okay. But by your opinion,
Mm-hmm.
how, how was them? How was they like to react when the PXG lost? Like,
When
um,
PXG lost,
mm,
Splat World Series, like,
yes. What my point is, they're kept being fair, or they being more like huge fan of the
mm,
PXG,
mm-hmm,
and they had the stance of like cheering up the PXG as the Western leader or something like that.
mm-hmm,
I was
mm-hmm.
curious. Mm.
I think I remember
Mm.
people when we were watching it, everyone would
Mm.
they would be watching the live stream, and then they would
Mm.
have the like bracket open on the side
Mm.
so that they
Mm.
could
Mm.
see who
Mm.
was
Mm.
winning. And
Mm.
I remember scrolling like Blue Sky and people being
Mm.
like, the West has
Mm.
lost every single set. Like
Oh.
all of our teams have gone to losers bracket. Like
Ah.
and the entire community was like, "Oh my god! Like we're not good. Like Japan is so good at the game."
Oh. Hmm. 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 So the casters wouldn't show like their depression or something like that.
Oh, I don't think. I think
Mm.
the casters, when on the
Mm-hmm.
live stream, I think they were very. They went
Mm-hmm.
they went with the flow. You know, they continued on, and they were
That's
still very
special.
excited, and they were still. I
Huh.
don't think they were particularly sad because I think they were showing. They
Mm.
were still showing good Splatoon. I don't think they minded if
Mm.
it was
Mm. Mm.
like
Mm.
all of our
Mm. Mm.
teams losing. I think they were very still. They were still looking at it
Mm.
as this is a very exciting game, even if it was only Japan getting to
Mm.
the top of the event.
Ah. Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why I touched this such a sensitive topic is that rivalry is sort of important. I think.
Yes, yes.
So I personally don't like the West versus Japan concept,
Mm,
but you know one of the fuel to the engine,
mm,
considering
mm-hmm,
as
mm-hmm.
the fuel of an engine, this might be working as a good part of the bridge.
I think it is.
Mm, mm,
I think coming up to the next
mm,
SWS, like SWS
mm,
2026, people
mm,
are they want the rematch.
mm.
They want to see, okay, you beat us last time, but now
Mm.
like
Yep.
there's a story there. There's a history
Mm,
of
mm, mm,
these players coming up against each other.
mm,
And I think because there is that history, even if it can
mm,
be seen as like
mm,
um, players, if it can be seen as too mean, as too like rivalry,
mm,
to like the
mm,
enemy is a villain, you know, like the. I don't think it's like that.
mm.
I think it is more like they're so good and we want to be that. Like I think people
Mm.
they've been training for it, you know. They're like one day we
Mm.
will beat Japan and we will be as good as them type of thing. I think it's very healthy. I think it's good.
Healthy, yes, definitely. It's wholesome.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm. Mhm. So yeah, I expect that the kind of story or backstory work and mm, paid off. I don't know,
Hmm, hmm.
but everyone should be excited with that. So what? Yeah, that's why I
Ah.
asked you. Yeah, I want to add the one thing is just the people or player among Japan, a JP community,
Hmm.
should be excited if the PXG wins. So,
Yes.
mm, mm, I don't say there's no rivalry. I would say,
Mm. Hmm.
but definitely people would enjoy that that flow, like that the tourney, if the
Hmm.
PXG
Hmm.
wins and goes to the final, and that should be something.
Yes, that would be.
Mm,
It's called an
mm,
upset, but it would make people very happy. So it's a
mm.
contradiction, I suppose. But
Definitely.
you mentioned there like the
Mm,
Japanese reaction to
mm,
like a Western team winning something like SWS. What do you think
mm,
the average like person
mm, mm,
within the Japanese Splatoon community thinks
mm.
about like people outside of Japan who play Splatoon?
Uh, mm, mm,
Or is there
you mean?
even like a
Mm,
stereotype at all? Because like in the West,
uh,
our idea of Japan is that they're very good. Like our idea of Japan is that they're the best players in the world.
難しいな。wow. Uh, mm, can you elaborate a little bit more?
Hmm.
Because
So
it's so curious.
so
Mm,
like with a tournament like Area Cup, when something happens, like when Tri-Stringer starts winning, or like 96 starts winning, or we look at that and we say, oh, the Japanese players, they're so smart, they must know like what's going on. That's like I'm not saying it's correct or like what everyone does, but it's like it's a kind of a stereotype. It's what people like think is the case pretty often, I think. And I think it's because whenever there have been these big clashes between like America or Japan or Europe or Japan, Japan very often is the winner. And it's not too common that like the best Western teams beat the best Japanese teams.
確かに。I think the stereotype that you I thought the same thing. Like you gave me examples. All right. That's something happening in JP2. But somehow people paying huge respect to the top players of, especially winning of an area cup, like an achievement to win the cup or tourneys, because they know how hard to become a number one of a tourney in JP. So even though they have a tri-stringer in the team, no surprise because they know they're strong. You know. Then a point of view that they have. I mean, hang on a second. The perspective,
Yes.
like a layman's
Perspective. Yes.
The perspective to the West players. Is that correct?
Yes.
The language barrier comes first, I think. And the little bit of lag when we play together.
Yes.
Very rough answer. I would say
see,
this is rough and straightforward answer, but I believe playing together is fun.
Yes.
So the average person never gets angry if they play together. Like the joining in the same private room and having the Splat zone time for 1 hour with the VC, and I know they will enjoy the condition of anything, like the lags, language barriers. Then average player will be good, really having a good manner. So they are basically friendly to the players from outside of Japan.
Yes.
Definitely, I can tell it.
We have we've been speaking for a fairly long time, but if I could ask just one more question.
One more, huh?
What do you see as the biggest difference between the Western scene in like America or Europe and the Japanese Splatoon scene?
Is it okay even if you said that it's the last question, but I go off topic a little bit?
Yes, of course. I'm more concerned about your time, not like the length of the interview or something.
Oh my goodness! I go more 1 hour.
Okay. I will. Let's continue that. We will.
No. It's up to you though, because you paid a lot of patience and perseverance. You're showing perseverance, so I thankfully answer any question as
Okay,
long as
okay.
you can.
I'm just
Mm.
I don't want to keep you too long, but if you're happy to continue, I'm happy to keep asking questions.
Oh,
But
I'm happy though.
we
Anyways,
will we will see.
the
But yeah, biggest
yeah.
difference between the West and Japan.
Mm-mm-mm. I I was wondering how commentator talk and stream.
Hmm.
Why is there's a big difference between E and JP?
Mm-hmm.
Like the typical casting such as the K-bot 9
Mm.
uh do on the the official Nintendo stream or something, and
Mm-hmm.
they talk like they take turns to talk.
Mm.
It, it, uh, I you you recognize they take talk
Mm-hmm.
turns.
Yes.
I'm so
So
excited. I'm so excited.
I think I think why they do it is I
Mm,
think I think in Japan there is that commentator duo style of like
mm.
very excited person and more like analytical person who like is
Yes,
more
yes, yes, yes.
smart like minded, I guess.
Mm-mm.
I think we don't have that here as much.
Huh.
At least in Splatoon, I think in
Mm.
other bigger esports like maybe like League of
Mm-hmm.
Legends or other games like that, there would be that
Mm.
duo style like you have in Japan, where there's like the
Oh.
two distinct roles that are very like different. Um,
Yes.
I think
Distinct. Mm.
unless you're the very best interviewers where you're
Mm.
working, or sorry, the very best commentators where you're
Mm-hmm.
working with the same people, where you
Mm-hmm.
get to know your co-commentator very well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm.
I think they're expected to do a bit of both. They're expected to both
Mm.
be very hype and excited in the right moment, but
Eh.
also like understand and be very analytical about the game as well. I think in Japan, I think it's more expected
Mm.
that you pick one side.
Mm-hmm.
um, I think in like America or Europe, I think they try and do both like at the same time.
Eh. So the one person tried it both at the same time
That's
as you're
my.
going.
I'm not a caster. I'm not a commentator, but that's my
Uh-huh.
understanding of it. Hey Kbot, I
Oh.
know you watch my interviews. I'm calling you out. Kbot, if you have an opinion, that if you think I'm correct, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, also let me know.
Oh, imagine, and I thought, you know, two person into a one stream because they avoid bumping,
Hmm.
like overlapping talk. And taking turns would go like smooth. Will make a smooth tourney, smooth stream, and that's why they take turns, or I don't know, but I imagine so.
It
But
is that also, I think,
mm,
because they're
mm,
expected to do both. Um,
mm,
like in a tournament in Japan, if you're using that kind of
mm,
two-person commentary style where
mm,
there's like two unique roles, I think
mm,
they both understand at which points they should be speaking.
mm,
And it's more clear, oh, now is a time for the excited person to be screaming versus now is a time for the smart person to be talking strategy and things like that. But in with the kind of Western commentary style where it's not, no, they're both doing the same job, I think because they don't want to, because they're doing the same thing, they can both speak at any point. And so that there isn't that crosstalk or that bumping as you described it. I think they will say like, oh, and that was such a good play by such and such. What do you think, Nine? Or what do you think, Kbot? They like pass it over.
So that makes the conversation smoother, sound smoother. Oh.
Or they'll
And
be
one
like,
thing,
that was so good, wasn't it? Like, wasn't it? And then that will signal
yeah.
like I'm giving it to you now.
But they talk longer, right? Answer and talk longer, more, and expand the topic, right? And then bring up some another topic that you see from the game. So I feel a bit weird because the excitement of the match happens, and the A person, if I A person and talk, but I can analyze how good that is. And I can't go go over the top. I mean, go in top gear because I understand what happens on it. Or sometimes an analyst would decipher what's happening. Then people go top over and over. But then West style wouldn't miss it or not. I was curious.
I think sometimes
How
it
to.
does. I think sometimes there can be something cool happening, like an incredible play or something, and there's two like realities that happen. Then there's either they have to like stop what they're talking about and stop being analytical and be like, oh whoa, that's so unexpected, and like drop it. They have to move on and like forget about the analysis they were doing.
Oh,
Or
cool.
they have to like continue with the analysis and like finish it out. And then maybe the other commentator will say, and that was a crazy play we just saw like a couple of seconds ago, wasn't it? Like the other person will like bring it up at, like just past. They'll be like, and this person just got a nice quad or something.
I see. Wow, good to know. I was wondering on how managing their making streaming good, making a stream good. How like the technique. And I think they foster like they build their another type of perk they're taking. Like I build myself. I build my skill. So it's really unique for me, at least.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I think this would be a very interesting conversation to watch you and like a big Western commentator discuss the differences. I think I'm going to talk to Beep about trying to get a Splat chat with you and Nine or Kvod or a big West commentator.
I should take an English class.
I think it would be so exciting.
Yeah. That should be a great one, but I need to prep my English though.
Hey, this is practice. You've been doing a good job for nearly 2 hours. So.
Oh my god, how friendly and you. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh
This
my
is
god.
this is like really fun for me. It's so interesting. I hope to interview like other people from Japan who do different roles within the community. So To have like most people in the community play the game is their main thing, right? So to
Like
have kind of
lobster or
yes. So to have a unique role like a caster to speak to and to give their perspective is always really interesting.
What a relief, you know.
Mm.
Even it's a challenging for me to just speak up in English and convey what I thought. Like, yeah, but I really appreciate you gave me an opportunity like this.
No, it's really awesome. I
Oh my
think
god. Yeah.
things like this is what I want to see many other people to do. I want conversations to happen between Japan and the rest of the world, and for people to unite around this one cool thing that we love in Splatoon.
Definitely. So back to the grand finale. Grand finale. I mean, the question. What do you say? The biggest difference of an Western JP, like overall, or a player's characteristic, or is there any specific
Maybe
areas that you
like
mentioned?
I know I think like X power is
Oh.
far bigger as a determiner, and like people look at it for skill,
Ah.
but I think in the West it isn't as important. Uh, like people don't they, people think about like LUTI divisions more than X power to
I
qualify
somewhere
skill.
overheard the problem, like the overseas player time to time too much paying attention of a LUTI or something divisions, and but in contrast, the JP players are getting immersed too much of an XP or stuff like that, obsessed with the XP. For me. I mean, in my point of view, as far as I can see, top players cares XP a bit as a status of their individual, like it's an individual matter that they have over 3,300, and that will be good for him or her or them, like for their health or for their target, like for their life.
Yes, a good
Overall
goal, a good like achievement.
achievement, goal, their personal happiness. But
Yes.
in fact, other than like other people actually don't care the XP, other XP. Especially top players. Among top players, they're good or not. They can win in the tourney or not. That's the the biggest thing to them. And so taking too much care about the XP or the power stuff, it happens among the middle or higher middle of a casual player, I would say. Like around 2,000 or 500-ish, or upper to the up to 3,100 or ish around. Player would sometimes go crazy with the power, and it would say, oh, your power is 2,500. Oh, you're garbage. Sometimes the you can observe the people like that among that. But basically, the top player never cares about the XP, because XP is just a just number. They do care they're if they put the someone into their team and they're good or not, like they can fit to the team or not, they can win together or not.
I think I think
Mm.
it's
Mm.
similar in the West where I think
Mm.
some people, but
Mm.
it's similar but different. It's people will look
Mm.
at your LUTI division here and they will say like,
Mm.
"Oh, you're only Div 5?" Like like they do it in the same
Mm.
way where
Mm.
they think it's the only thing that's important
Mm. Oh.
instead of someone's ability to win or to get
Mm.
better or
Mm.
how well they
Mm.
like their teamwork with their teammates.
Oh.
I think
I see.
both have kind of the same problem in a way where people view them as like very important when it's just a number.
Just a number. The fact is more like the chemistry, or mm, put them being their opponent, they're nasty or not. Like
Mm.
the player should be checked, marked as strong or not.
Mm-hmm,
Mm.
mm-hmm.
Never relates to the number of XP. They're nasty and dangerous. Like I name Bucket Slusher, and you have to watch out to the Bucket
Mm-hmm.
Slusher's main, or maybe a triple ink strike.
Mm,
Watch out the triple ink strike because he is strong. Even though the low XP, they will take the zone
mm,
one time in one time. So we have to care about this or something like that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
it's also
Mm-hmm.
when we have tournaments that are focused on lower levels of skill,
Mm-hmm.
we use like a LUTI division to say like if you are like Div 6 or higher, you cannot play. To give like lower level players like a tournament they
Mm-hmm.
could win in theory. I think in
Mm-hmm.
Japan this would either be done
Mm-hmm.
with XP where it's if you have this much
Mm-hmm.
XP you cannot play, or
Mm-hmm.
it would just be less common.
In JP conditions, then the XP works as that,
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
limitation. So if the tourney names a number, and if you have the XP recorded as over 2,800, and you can't enter this tournament or
Mm.
something like that, some of the tournament organizer would set the rule
Mm.
as that, and then people will understand it and just
That's really
as it is.
interesting because the idea
Mm,
of a tournament that
mm,
bans you for having an X power that's too high is
yeah.
like it's so like opposite to
Sounds
how it is
weird.
done here. It's
Uh
people I think people most people would think it's very weird.
Weird,
Uh-huh.
huh? Like the XP is not trustworthy,
Um
or
that or like
mm,
it's a different it's a
mm,
different measure, right? Because
mm,
like XP is all a solo environment. It's just you. But I
mm-hmm,
think people have an idea that um,
mm,
in a team environment it's different
mm-hmm,
enough
mm-hmm,
that XP
mm-hmm.
maybe isn't the thing that should be used, I guess.
Mm, shouldn't be used, huh?
Because like there's many skills in Splatoon when playing with a team that you
Mm.
don't use in solo queue. Um,
Hey, oh, the condition is totally different. That's why you don't use XP.
yeah, I think that's people's
That makes more sense.
reasoning. Like, I think that's why it is the way it is, and
Mm,
why the tournaments use
mm,
like a LUTI division, because
mm.
LUTI is always like you're in VC with your teammates competitive environment.
Hey, how about that your team is too strong, then your LUTI is getting higher?
So if you have
Mm.
like Gray, if you have like the best player in the West or whatever, and you put
Mm,
them on a team with like
mm,
three people who barely know how to hold a controller, like
uh-huh,
three very like lower level
mm,
players,
mm-hmm.
Gray, like that wouldn't be put in the highest div. Like that wouldn't be at the top. It'd be somewhere in like the middle. Like it would average down, I guess.
Ha! But player can sense if they get the match.
Hmm.
Then, like the Gray got the low devs teammates, three low
Yes.
devs teammates, and then the opponent soon realized like 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Oh my god, this guy is crazy,
Yes, yes.
right? It happens.
um
So the match would be unbalanced, obviously,
mhm,
but
mhm.
the dev is low because the teammates got the low devs.
Mm. I think
Mm,
when people sign up to LUTI,
yeah,
they they sign up with the people they always play with. Like they're very
always play with, huh?
like a very consistent team. Not everyone. Like some people would kind of make a little group out of nothing, and they may not have played a lot before LUTI. But I think for
Hmm.
most people, LUTI is kind of how good are we as a team type of thing.
なるほど. So you can join a multiple team at the same time. So you can record different divs.
Only if it's a different season. So in one season,
Ha!
you're on one
Huh?
team and you'll get one division, and then
Um,
maybe next time you're playing with better people and you'll get a higher division. Like you'll move up if you play with different people. Um,
Hey, so compared to the JP situation,
mhm,
I would say mm, almost same meaning as XP
mm,
condition. Um, Under the XP condition, like people take the huge meaning of XP and the individual effort uh, would would go like obtaining a higher XP.
mm,
So diving into the solo queue more and more.
mhm,
Yeah. So, but LUTI condition, like mm, far you said, getting the higher LUTI and means finding out the great teammates.
Yeah, it's so how it
Mm,
works is there will
mm, mm,
be
mm,
like a council of
mm,
like tournament organizers or people in the
mm,
community who
mm,
are like really able to like understand the skill level of players,
mm,
and players will provide like the tournaments that
mm,
they've won or any
mm,
set where they've beaten a really good team, and they'll provide
mm.
like a list of all their achievements, and
Yep.
then that council will decide what division you're in.
Eh?
Yes.
One by one?
Yes, yes.
Oh, what? What? That? No way.
They do it. They like they start at the top, so they'll figure out what
Oh.
teams are the best 12 or the best 24, and then once that they've figured that out, then they'll move down to the next one, and they'll figure out the
Huh.
next best, like 12 or 24, and then they'll move down and keep moving down until they've done all of the teams.
Eh. Wow, that sounds weird. Because relying on the indicator that someone someone's sense, or I don't know.
Yes.
It it could be somewhat black box, right? Like the
Like, yeah, you won't
some
know what they're thinking.
mm, yeah, there's a firm measurements. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But LUTI itself should be
Mm.
firm measurements, but the uh the process of how you become the certain division is kind of a black box, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like
Oh,
the people making the decision won't like tell you, oh, we think you're this, like, oh,
yes.
we think this result is not good enough, or whatever. They will discuss,
Eh,
like, they will discuss with each other, and then
hmm.
on a big live stream, like, everyone's division will be revealed. they
Yes.
show they show all of the teams. They will be like, and here are the teams that made Div 10, and then they will show all of the teams, and then here are the teams that made Div 9, and everyone will watch and be like, oh, there's my friend, like, oh, they only made this div this time, or like, oh, my team made Div 1, let's go.
Oh my god. Oh, how long that system go and functioning? Like when they
Oh,
started LUTI? Like
Splatoon 1.
also over 10 years around.
Yeah, at least I believe so. I've only
Ah.
been in the community about 6 years, but from
Mm.
from what I know from speaking with others, LUTI has been
Uh,
around quite a while. I think we're on the
quite a while.
17th season of it. Um,
Oh my
so
god.
a lot.
A lot. So it sounds like, handcrafted league or
Mm,
carefully crafted by hand.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Um, I
wow.
hear from the people who are
Mm.
on the seeding council. They say it's a
Mm.
lot of work.
Should be.
Mhm.
Because they're doing it manually, right? So it
Yes,
should be
there
working.
are. Hold on, how many teams are there this LUTI? If I go to
I'm curious.
Sendou and I
Yeah, I'm curious the
see
number. Like the solo queue.
477.
Oh my god.
And each of those
400.
teams will have like 4 to 5 players, and they need to look at the results of the players. Sometimes, like, yeah.
Considering by number basically.
Uh-huh.
So
So
not
people, they will
watching
see
the
like,
game closer. Oh.
it's helpful if like you've already done LUTI before,
Mm-hmm.
because they will know where they put you before.
Mm.
And then the results that you provide will be the
Mm.
results that you've gained between LUTI like 16
Mm.
and LUTI 17. Like, so
Mm.
they know how much you've improved, basically. Um,
Ah.
so if they know, oh, this team went Div 5, and then they were Div 4, and then they were Div
Mm.
3, like, they
Mm.
might see a pattern of improvement, and they might put you in Div 2. Like, they might see it over time.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Hey.
I love that, like, this is like,
Mm.
you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what is and isn't weird because you've
Yeah.
accepted it. Like, I've accepted that this is how it works. Like, of course this is how it works. It's like,
uh,
it's obvious to me, but seeing your reaction to it, like, being so weird because I know it's done differently in Japan, like, it's very interesting.
maybe it's a biggest difference, right?
Maybe.
System itself, how function the community.
Yeah, I think if you were to ask me, from my
Mm.
understanding of
Mm.
the Japanese community, I think that's the
Mm.
biggest difference in terms of
Mm.
like the how the scene
Mm.
functions.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's very weird,
Functions.
isn't it?
Mm.
Because like
Mm.
when you think about it,
Mm.
the fact that like it's just these council of people who like
Mm.
who have all of that ability to just
Mm.
dictate the main level of
Mm.
skill that we use, because
Mm-hmm.
at least with like
Mm-hmm.
XP, it's not that
Mm-hmm.
black box that you were saying. Like
Uh-huh.
you're in control of your X power,
Mm. 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 Mm.
but
Mm.
you're not as in control as you
Mm.
are like in LUTI.
Mm-hmm. そう、the XP seems, seems have a solid evidence, isn't it? Because of the official
Yeah,
profiles.
I think both do. I think there has
Mm,
been a big push
mm,
in the
mm,
West to
mm,
like use XP more, to like look at solo
oh,
queue and not necessarily think of the number, but to like
mm,
to use it as a good way to practice and to improve.
mm. Yeah, 100% agree. I couldn't agree more,
Mm,
I I take XP as the path of their effort. So
mm,
over 3,000, it's like an path to obtain higher and higher number.
mm,
Uh, mm, to do so, they have to practice more and um, like sock into the game, taking
mm.
much time as they can use, much they can use. Uh, mm, Funny fact that there's an 3,200 player of a decapitator, but he won the area cup.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but around him, there's a lots of greatest players, such as XP recorded over 3,500, 600, 700, or maybe 4,000, 4,200. Lots of uh, amazing players recorded higher XP, but it itself proves that XP never matters, but the path of practicing,
Mm,
uh, mm, diving into the solo queue. But his way to practice is sort of different because he always plays as a scrim. So
mm-hmm.
most of the time he plays the game. He dove into scrim. He's been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So mm, so mm, I imagine like how function like we talk about in JP community. The mm, important fact is they use Twitter, they use X,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or not. That works really, really huge part
Mm.
to join the community or not.
Yes, I agree. I think
Mm.
the more like
Mm.
friendly Blue Sky looks to Japan, the better. Because I think the
Mm.
West is very firm in like
Mm.
giving up on Twitter. I think we've all kind of run away from it.
Uh,
Um, but I think
mm.
in Japan they've stuck there a lot more than we have.
I was curious why they like did a thing like an expat, being away from escape from Twitter. One thing I overheard was like tired of a gender-ish problem. I don't know, diversity-ish.
I think
Uh,
many
mm.
people were upset with like Elon Musk and
Oh
like
yeah.
it becoming very conservative and very like right wing and very like
Mm.
politically intense, I guess.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, sort of. Okay. Mm-hmm. Operation, operative. Uh, so they hate Elon Musk. Okay.
I think that's the most
Hmm.
wild like I think most
Hmm.
people would say that, yes.
Ah, understood. Oh, okay, but it's pretty funny. Comparison of an EN and JP,
Hmm.
or West to JP. Mm. If you're not using an X Twitter,
Mm.
you are not. Maybe you are mainly not joining the Splatoon community in JP. Mm.
It's very
Mostly
like
equal.
central
Mm.
to it.
Central indeed, and that's why the most player or user, ex user, uh,
Hmm.
stay in
Hmm.
X, and yeah, not escaping away from
Mm.
X and to Blue Sky, because mm, live in X uh, itself is like means join community, like the member of community.
I
Mm,
think
mm,
there was a
mm,
while where
mm,
in the West, if you
mm,
wanted to be within the community,
mm,
you also had to be on Twitter. Um,
mm,
like I think that's where it happened for Splatoon.
mm,
Like it was very central, and I
mm,
think
mm,
it took a while for people to start moving over to Blue
mm,
Sky, even
mm,
though like people started getting
mm.
very angry at the platform and saying like, "Oh,
Oh,
I want to move." They stayed there for quite a while because
uh,
it's where everyone was. Like
mm,
it was a very slow process of like people
mm, mm,
like slowly moving over to Blue Sky. And then I think
mm,
eventually there was enough people over there that people could
mm,
stop using Twitter. So for a while, I think many people used both.
mm,
Um, and they kind of only stopped using Twitter
naturally. Mm.
once like all of the big names had moved over to Blue Sky.
Ah, understandable.
Hmm.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm. That such huge movements, like the big names moving to Blue Sky. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It never happens in JP community, so
Hmm.
maybe there's no huge reason, like huge reason they go away from X, mm, in some sense. Mm.
Hmm. Yes.
Mm.
It's interesting.
That's the difference. That's
Hmm.
the biggest difference. West community works without X, such as X core
Mm-hmm.
community or SNS tool, but JP community seems to mostly X works as a core engine of a Splatoon JP community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm, in some cases. Mm.
Um,
かもね。うんうんうん
I think we
うん。
spoke earlier about like how we look after our voices after we've been speaking
Yep.
for a long
うん。
time.
うん。
I think soon I'm going to need to follow your advice
うん。
of breathing and drinking water. I think
Thanks. Thank you. It's been really long, right? It's
it
been
has.
really long.
We are at the 2 hour 20 minute mark. Um
Thank you.
Thank you
Oh my.
for giving so much of your time.
If I were a good English speaker, it could be shorter, more than 1 hour. I don't know. I go fluent and smooth answer.
I'm very
Thanks.
grateful that we powered through. We we were strong against the language barrier.
You're so patient. It totally amazed me. Thank you.
No, thank you. We will just be thanking each other back and forth and back and
Yeah.
forth. Uh,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was amazing though. It was amazing.
I am very excited to edit and upload this one. I will say. I think it'll be very good.
Yeah, I couldn't wait actually. In any format, and I'll be welcome. And probably I'll just I definitely go repost, of course, and
Yes.
I think I need to follow up, and I to follow up to your content like happily, such as making articles or following posts to make not misunderstandings uh, or supporting Roa more or something. So I'll be waiting for any news.
Hell yeah. With I will say it is very it's flattering when someone pronounces my name correctly. Because
Oh.
because so many get it wrong. So I'm very grateful. I have a Japanese pronunciation in my bio because one time I was in I posted like a clip to Twitter, and a Japanese content creator wanted to use it to show off something, and they called me Radha Hassan.
Radha-san. Yeah, naturally.
I don't blame them. Like, of course that is how you would think. The Irish language is very strange to non-speakers.
Irish language.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, Japanese people would go Radha. Yeah. No wonder.
So after that, I immediately put Japanese characters in my bio,
Japanese
so people would
katakana.
know.
I correctly pronounce because I just cunning.
So smart. So you just knew. You're an expert in the Irish language, Hemi.
Come on. Irish. I knew the anecdote of Irish, like the British guy bring the children to an Irish bar or something like that, and the master of the bar says the ba 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 or something like that. Do you know that?
I haven't, no.
And the master only says that you need a bottle of beer or something like that. but the average guy wouldn't understand. The Irish guy who said. Well, I don't know, but yeah, I knew it's kind of unique.
Absolutely, it is.
Mm.
There's a you know Kyo.
Kyo, yeah.
Yes, there's a clip of Kyo like learning how to pronounce my name, and he's commentating, and I am in the game and I'm playing, and his co-commentator goes, "Oh, I've just been informed it's pronounced Roa," and Kyo goes, "Who? Like, which one of the names?" And they say it's me, and he goes, "How?" Very funny. I found that very funny.
Letter matters. Letter matters are different. The huge difference between West and JP.
Yes, another big difference. We keep finding them.
Big difference. We can catch easily. We can catch players' name easily. You know.
Okay, Hemi, I think we're just about fit to wrap up here. I think
Okay.
this has been absolutely incredible. I've loved every minute of this. It has been so nice to get to talk to you.
So lovely. So lovely. I thank you so much. I appreciate you give me such an opportunity. And then next time, if there's next time, I'll be an expert of in English. So
it will be like your commentary. You can look back and you can see how much you've improved. Thank
you. Thank you so much for taking my words.
Hemi, is there anything you'd like to say before we go, or is there any social media you'd like to plug?
I have a YouTube channel, and also I actually have two YouTube channels, and one is mainly I play games in Japanese, but other one is trying to play games in English. Actually, English version.
Exciting.
I purchased the English version of a Switch 2. It costs a lot.
Oh,
more than the regular version of Japanese only version. It costs more $200.
Wow.
So I have to do something on that channel. So please watch out and support me. Learn in English, guys. Yeah. And please enjoy my JP tourneys and archives, my latest activities such as Splat Wars series. I'll read your comment. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Hemi. Thank you at home for your time sitting down to watch this.
It's my pleasure.
I will be sure to have more, hopefully, people from Japan on the channel to give us some insight into the differences between our community, what's the same, what's different, and how we can continue to bring the scenes closer together, and how we can collaborate.
Definitely. Support Roa.
Yeah,
guys,
give me your strength. It's the Dragon Ball moment where they all
Dragon Ball moment.
they all give Goku his strength.
Support.
Yes.
Send the Genki.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out my other interviews. If you are a fan, be sure to go follow me on bsky. Subscribe to the channel. I'll leave all of Hemi's links in the description if you want to go check out his YouTube, his bsky, his Twitter, anything else. I've been Roa. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.